Naiga.
Mediyation.
Madaway ka.
Matsim. Matsime.
Itati is the knee.
No.
What the world?
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Sacred.
No.
Hmm.
So many pillows. You don't have your booster seat.
I know,
just realized
right?
that.
I'm normal size
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I'm still taller than you. Look.
Yeah, Zach broke the couch. Remember?
Thank
When
you.
he sat down and went poof.
Excuses, little guy.
Well, I just like slouching.
Well,
Soon I'll listen to
Just
good
Good
afternoon. It kind of feels like it's been a few. I mean, I know we just did it the other day, but I mean, the whole going to Portland and coming back and trying to get back into the swing of coming to work. I mean, it's a tall task.
For some.
I slept until 1:00 yesterday. I mean, I got up to turn off both my alarms because I knew I was taking the day off, but I did not wake up again until 12:56. So I felt rested, felt good, because I think if I would have came to work, I would have, like that catch up game kind of gets out of hand, and you're like a week later and act like I traveled the world or something. But I mean, I guess I needed it. I don't hardly take a day off.
Yeah, it's rare. Even on your days off, you'll come in because you're bored.
I know,
Just
right?
sitting here. What do you guys do today?
Yeah, me neither.
Just laying on the couch.
Yeah.
Talking.
So it's been an eventful. I would say from last week until now, we had the White Bison 2025 All Addictions Wellbriety Conference in Portland, Oregon. It was a great host city, and I had a great time. My second time there this year. And then we had a big day amongst the tribe, bringing our kids home from the Carlisle Indian School. They, came back and brought them home, and we got to put them away, our way. And it was, like I said, it just that had to be an emotional event.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for some reason, I just felt like as long as those kids were up there and we knew it and we knew what happened to them and the things that they had to go through, like a part of me feels relieved, now that they're back home. And like they say, a healed you is a healed me. A healed me is a healed you, So, I mean, maybe, I feel like maybe now that we have a little bit of healing in that part of the missing, it was a missing part of us. And now that they're home, I mean, maybe we can start looking at where that disconnect happened and where they tried to assimilate us and, where they tried to change who we were, but through prayer, resilience, and the ones that, kept this way of life going. I mean, I think it's very important that, we understand where that disconnect really started happening.
Yeah.
The physical abuse, the mental abuse, the emotional abuse, and the, most importantly of all, the spiritual abuse. They had to change everything about them. So, today we get to, wear our hair long. Today we get to speak our language. Today we get to carry on our culture. Today we get to do all the things that we're told. And I kind of like the way that, Mr. Coyes puts it is they came and taught us about hell and we've been trying to get out of there ever since. So, I mean, it's, a part of me feels that healing has begun and thinking about, what happened to our folks up there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll happen more because I think now there's more light shined on the boarding schools, and so now there's more efforts to kind of recover the people that were still there, or like
Definitely.
all the unmarked graves and everything like that. And so
Yeah.
I think we'll see more of these kids coming home, and we get to take care of them in our way. And so it'll be a lot more healing to come, I think.
I mean, and if there's kids that they don't know where they belong, I mean, I'm sure there are tribes that would love to
Take care of them.
take care of them, and just help them rest and let them know like they are still cared about. We still love them, and we're willing to carry part of that, not only pain but that healing too. So I seen there were over 7,000 children that were taken to that school. Man, all just about every tribe across the nation. So I mean, it's a historical event, historical trauma. And I think we can forgive, but we can't forget.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most important things is that we can forgive, but we can't forget. I always go back to the Well-Variety teachings where they, on YouTube it's called Forgiving the Unforgivable. And I recommend that to like my bros, like I was maybe a couple weeks ago sending that out to them. Like, check this out. I think you'll understand kind of, but I mean, they're already aware kind of what happened.
We're not plugged in.
About to find out.
So we've been talking this whole time and they can't hear you?
Yeah. We're probably talking from a laptop.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Nope, we're not plugged
Barry. This is your setup. Oh, now the thing's unplugged.
in. Everything's falling apart. Probably still hear you though.
You
Yeah,
think so?
Yeah. And because it's moving like we're talking.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Now,
Wow.
set up, and then we'll see.
Better sound better now, Nat.
Well, you gotta adjust it on the settings still. Remember? Remember?
Remember you
remember?
remember.
All right, now it should be. No, I don't know. Maybe.
Should be good now.
Do we sound ultra HD?
Check.
Are we? Oh, he just closed out the browser.
Wow.
Yeah, everything, we're falling apart. We're falling apart.
We're falling apart.
All right. But does it sound like a bucket? Does it sound like a bucket?
Well,
For our 2 viewers.
I was spitting some truths
I
right
know.
back there. We understand.
Yeah, that was laptop microphone for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, good thing I talk loud enough.
Mm-hmm.
But back to what we were saying, I was getting real deep
I
into
know.
it.
You started
too,
crying. Good thing.
and,
Broke the tension.
Yeah, it's better
no, but like it's like when I'm sitting by myself and I'm praying and like I don't know, like I still pray for people that have passed on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still pray for my son. And not because, I don't think he's in a good place, but because I want him to know that I'm still thinking of him. Like I still want the best for him. I still, I don't know, like it's a weird, I don't know, it's not weird to me when it's happening, but
Yeah.
He's just a part of my prayer. So, that's kind of what I was thinking about, maybe maybe these kids can rest. And I just, I'm even praying for Carlisle. Like it's just such a historical, traumatic event that happened to not only just us, but so many different. And I think they said there's over 7,800 kids there. And that's why I got into Well-Variety so much, because like that's part of their teachings is understanding as where that disconnect happened. And also being the grandson of boarding school survivors. Just so many different things that I can relate to when my grandma went to school. When my grandma said she was 6 years old, and she watched her house fade away, as she was being drove away. And she told my mom that she didn't know if she was ever going to come back home. She didn't know if she was gonna survive. Like she went with these complete strangers. And they came and ripped her out of her mom's arms. So I mean, I can't even imagine. When I'm sitting by myself and I'm thinking about that, like a part of me still gets angry. But also a part of me like now I have that understanding of what they tried to do to us.
Mhm.
And I don't know, maybe I always say this all the time, the awareness of how these emotions, kind of they still get to me sometimes, to think, that my grandma, one of the sweetest ladies I could ever know, somebody that can unconditionally love me, that somebody could be mean to her.
Mhm.
Like it just, I don't know, like it really bothers me.
Yeah.
So, do you have any do you know of any survivors in your family?
I mean, probably, but none of them really talk about it, and so or have talked about it, and so they're just here spreading
Yeah.
That
wisdom
was
still.
part of it. Like they were
Yeah,
told,
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
don't
don't
talk about it.
speak about it.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, my mom might know. She's tuning in, so
She never talked about it with me.
yeah, I know.
She was probably thinking about Derek.
Yeah, yeah. Ew, it's gross. Even though she's probably throwing up. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we have I think we have like a lot of elders that still have that uh kind of like defensive,
Yeah,
like survival instinct and stuff. And then
because
some
they really
people,
didn't have no choice.
yeah, and then some people like they don't understand, and I think that's what is helping us understand more. It's like it's not like they want to be this way. It was just how they had to
They had to
survive. They
be.
had
Yeah,
to keep stuff close to the chest. They had to, not speak so openly about our cultures and our traditions and stuff. And so, that's been passed down. So to where like sometimes now, like teaching others about cultures like frowned upon. It seems like, and
oh yeah,
so, it's just trying to figure out where they're coming from and what that reasoning was. That way we can, figure out if it was like an actual tradition to keep this close to the chest or was it that survival instinct. But it
Yeah.
is cool seeing like the resurgence of our culture, our community. I mean, you got the language courses doing Zoom classes every day, like
Yeah.
multiple times a day. You have museums opening up with all these exhibits. We got kids coming home. We got all these different things that are just playing a part in undoing what was done, and hopefully putting us back on the right path of preserving our people but enriching our people
Yeah,
also
of
to
who
where,
we are.
yeah, to where we have that sense of purpose, that sense of pride and everything.
That thing took off.
Hmm. I mean, if luckily we don't have smoke alarms here.
Well, like I go, that thing is
It's going.
smoking. Well,
Yeah,
because of
see?
what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Soon you're gonna see it. The whole thing. Won't even be able to see us. Be like Cheech and Chong.
It was like that one day.
Yeah.
Everybody starts coughing.
Plumes of smoke going out the door.
Well, anyways,
looking like the Undertaker's entrance.
Mahia,
Fog.
Mahio showed up. That spirit, that good spirit showed up. I think about, I never met my grandpa. His name was Woodrow Wilson. My grandma's name was Mary Wilson. My grandma Mary was from the Watauga area between Watauga and Fay. As a matter of fact, her parents are buried at the church, the cut across from Fay to Gary, that American Horse Lake Road. There's two churches, one on the Gary side and one on the Watauga side. But they have like one's north and south or east and west or something like that. But my great grandparents are buried there. His name was Rollin Blackwolf, and his wife's name was Annie Blackwolf, but her maiden name was Annie Mask. She was from Germany. You know, she spoke Dutch. But that was my great grandma. So on my grandpa's side, his name was Woodrow Wilson, and his mom's name was Minnie Wilson, and my great grandpa's name was I can't even think of it right now. But they were he was from I believe her name was Walking Woman. And so when he was taken to school, he couldn't even speak English.
Mhm.
All he knew was Cheyenne. You know, so I guess it was a traumatic event for him because he was beat every time that he spoke.
Mhm.
You know, and it was him, my grandma Nellie, and my other grandma June Goodbear. They were, I guess, real close. You know, they were considered brother and sister. You know, because they had been raised together. But oh, and there was another one. There's another my grandma Nellie's brother, Harvey Goodbear. But I mean, eventually my grandpa, him and my great grandpa, they ended up getting peyote, part of the group that went to Washington and got peyote legalized for all Native Americans.
Mhm.
And then my great grandpa, he ended up passing away on the Capitol steps in Washington D.C. But I mean, that's probably the good thing that came out of what had happened. But I mean, you hear about the traumatic events that that I think affected us today.
Yeah.
You
Your
know,
transgenerational hemoglobin
transgenerational,
or whatever it was.
intergen. Wait,
No, it's transgenerational.
Epigenetic.
Oh,
epigenetic
epigenetic. That's what.
inheritance.
There we go. See, welcome to our didactic. Here we
Sounded
go.
like
Here we go. Let it rip.
sounded like
Yeah.
hemoglobin though.
Yeah.
Yeah, transgenerational, epigenetic inheritance. It's a real thing. Look it up.
Yeah. Spell it.
Okay, and then
Hey Siri, spell.
G
trying
R
to be
A
real.
N
Yeah.
generation
Generational.
EPI. But it's I don't know, like it was such a great thing, to happen yesterday. And how can like I didn't get a chance to make it to the services, but I do feel like I will have an opportunity to go out there and pay my respects.
Mhm.
And just kind of have my own little prayer, my own little thoughts, my own little legs, to walk around and just kind of spend some time with them. And I think that's very important. Like I was saying, it healed even from 100 years ago. It healed them as it healed me.
Mhm.
So I mean, I think it was great that the families, that these kids came from, got to honor them and memorialize them and just show the love that they deserve.
Mhm.
So, do we have any comments?
Um, yes. Nat
Oh, that's
went,
cool.
no, well, Nat went on there and was talking about how she couldn't hear us, and then Mama Leanna said, "I like YouTube because I was able to watch the live at 2 times speed to catch up. Y'all sounded like chipmunks laughing and talking."
Mhm.
And David Deere said, "Good afternoon."
Stone Cold David.
Then Nat said, "Welcome to our didactic."
Yep. Next Thursday we should be unbanned from Facebook too, so we
Oh
should be
yeah,
able to
yeah,
go
yeah,
live
yeah.
on
Next
Facebook. We need to just
Thursday,
write on the calendar.
Yeah.
Unbanned.
our day.
Probation. Parole. Actually, parole.
Or you get back on there, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're banned."
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Intro doesn't even play all the way. Just taken down. So close.
Well, if you're here in Cheyenne Arapahoe country, hopefully you got out and got to go vote.
No matter me.
I don't. I forgot to get my sticker.
Mm.
It's kind of crazy too. Because man, it's such a how would you say? Well, I'll just keep it 100. Like it's such an ugly time for my people.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
not
it,
as
it
100 as I thought you were gonna be.
well,
I mean, sorry.
without my cuss words, being involved, but it's just I feel like
Where does that instinct?
for everybody to be against, colonialism or be decolonizing, and for us to use the tactics that we use to,
Try to influence votes.
yeah, like man, that's crazy. It's crazy um how we can use those colonizers same things that they did to us, like we do that to each other. And and that's another part of whenever we were learning about Sundra tradition.
Mhm.
I remember saying that we don't need those, those Vilhots over here doing those things to us that they did to us.
Mhm.
All those abuses, the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, the sexual, like all those different abuses that they did to us. We don't even need them to do that to us anymore because we do it to each other. Like to me, that's like understanding about who we used to be and where we are today. And I think that's more, like when I think about these kids and what they left,
Mhm.
and who they were when we came back. Like it's like I'm gonna keep saying it. Is having that awareness as to when we take a step in the right direction. Because sometimes it feels like we take one step forward and two steps back.
Or 15.
Yeah, or hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. Put it in reverse.
Yeah,
Harry.
back that thing up. You know what I mean?
Thanks, juvenile.
Yeah. But I mean, like that's a real conversation to have. That is a real conversation to have. About we don't need those people doing those things to us anymore because we do it to each other.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
We are the poison, but
yeah,
also
but we
the
are the
medicine.
medicine. So it's an interesting conversation. So like it doesn't matter what whoever's running or whoever gets elected or whatever happens. That I know that's going to be in God's hands.
Mhm.
But that's a conversation I would like to have with anybody. That is put into a position where they have a chance to do as long as they do the right thing.
Yeah, and keep us in our jobs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
I kind of like doing this,
Yeah, it's not bad.
but I don't know what that is,
It's
or if I made it.
trash. No, you did not make it.
Not even
Or
close.
you're just ruining it.
Whoop.
Isaac said he's still waiting on his right to bear arms, to have bear arms.
Wow.
Ask Buns. He's got cannons for arms. If you're an elder around, better look out. Hit you with
Just roll
that
your
t-shirt.
sleeves up.
Yeah, don't shave them.
Bare arms.
Oh, I was thinking hairy.
Oh, I was
arms.
thinking no, I
Yeah,
was thinking
yeah, I
naked
think-
arms.
yeah. Bare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking B
Yeah.
AR. I was really struggling. Dang, Zayda's gonna have to read to me more tonight. I'm over here, not even getting 4-letter words.
Yeah. Well, as soon as our producer gets back, we'll probably go ahead and
Oh, we
start.
can do it.
Oh, he was attending a phone call. Business, handling business.
Today, the
Today's the
7th.
7th.
Did y'all read Isaac's comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out how
We
to
told
spell
him to
bear.
roll up his sleeves
He
and he'll
wants to
have,
have bear on, like
Yeah.
actual bear.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. October 7th.
little bear arms.
We have a biological father and mother, but our real father is creator, and our real mother is the earth. Wallace Black Elk Lakota.
Hmm.
Who really gives us our life? Who really gives us our food and nurturing? Who really allows us to be born? We are born through our parents who act as the vehicle of life for the creator and mother earth. Our parents take care of us for a little while, and when we are ready, we must leave them and be faithful to our true father, the creator,
Mm.
and our true mother, the earth. Then we need to be of service to the creator and be respectful to mother earth. Great Spirit, thank you for being my father. Teach me to honor the earth.
Wow.
Wow.
I think that I don't know, like a part of that rings true with what we've been talking about in a way. Like we like it says the our mother and father, are like they're that's how we get here.
The flesh part.
But yeah, the through the flesh. But our true father is the creator, Mahio, and our true mother, is Mother Earth. Because when it's when it,
How you going?
I'm going way up there.
You can see your
Oh,
your sweat stains.
No, they can see
Yeah.
his bow.
Hey.
Not even deodorant marks back there. That's the scary part. Doesn't even wear them.
But my true father, the one that I need to stay true to, the one that gives me life. Because I remember saying that whenever me and my kid's mother split up. Your mom? No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I was there.
Whenever me and my
Still
kid's
traumatized.
mother split up,
Yeah, it still hurt.
I remember telling myself like, like she's not the one who made me a father. Like it was God. Like this is beyond what she thinks of me. It's beyond what I think of myself. Like if I really want to think about, my purpose in life was to be a father. And I, for a little while, I feel like I kind of lived up to that. But for the most part, I was probably failing drastically and didn't even realize it. But to have a better understanding of what the creator wants you to have, I feel like you need to be in touch more with Mother Earth,
Mhm.
and understand everything that she provides. Because neither one of us need any of us here to survive. Actually they would probably be better off
Thriving,
without us,
thriving.
Um so to me that's an easy way to understand the creator, Mahio, is by understanding more about our earth and how we can hurt her, and how we can help her. How, and it's not always what can I do for Mother Earth, or not what can she do for me, but it's always what can I do for her.
Mhm.
The same question, what can the creator do for me? Instead of asking, what can I do for the creator? And I feel like I'm coming to that part of my life where I want to be a vessel of his work. I want to say the words that he needs me to say. I want to, and I have trouble with that, because I'm always running my I'm always running my mouth. But I'm coming to that space where I want to be his tool.
Mhm.
And I feel like when I ask the creator to put his will into my life, I come from two alcoholics. Um the resources and the awareness of the things that keep us in the addiction, like it's people are more aware of those things today. Whereas when they were trying their best, with what they had and what they knew, and there wasn't a lot talked about the things that we know today. So I mean, I could never be mad at my mom and dad, for trying their best
Mhm.
with, what they had, because I know that's what they were doing. They struggled too. But today, I get to be, I try to be the best dad that I can be today. But what I feel like highlights, my day is knowing that my granddaughters, maybe I can be the one to introduce my granddaughters to Mahio, to the great one, to the creator, the great mystery. and have them understand like this is what kept me sober.
Mhm.
This is, you need to pay attention to these things, and I know that was the exposure that I needed, to help me become a better human being. So, you know, uh, understanding that the Creator is our true Father and the Mother Earth is our true mother, like, and it's always, what can they do for me? It's, like, who really says, what can I do for them?
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm finally coming into the headspace where I can start to ask those questions. Because before I was scared of the answer. Oh, I might have to straighten up.
Mhm.
I might have to actually do something right. Like
I have to forgive for my phone charger being stolen. It had lights on it.
Stolen TV. Yeah. But I mean, you know, I seen that just the other day. No answer is an answer too.
Mhm.
So I mean, there's just so many different ways I can see this. The If I ask this question, when I pray about the answer, even though I got to go through something hard, I know that the end lesson is what I needed to know. Because nothing grows without the rain. So,
Mhm.
Mado.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I was gonna touch on kind of like what you were talking about, like our job pretty much now as parents is like leading our kids to creator or their higher power, whatever higher power is drawing them in,
Hmm.
because I mean we can talk about one faith the whole time, but that might not resonate with the
Yeah.
kid. And so it's just about kind of guiding them to building those tools, collecting those tools and building that toolbox, so that way they can have that stronger connection to whatever they believe in. And then I think we were talking about how the creators like all the spokes in a wheel, right? How no matter what language you speak or what you believe in, it kind of ties all to the center. And so that's kind of what I lean towards, is like I can try to focus on any kind of relationship with a higher power, but if it's not resonating with me, I'm drawn to back to
You don't have that
creator.
connection.
Yeah. And so it's something that shouldn't be forced. You can't force your connection, but you can respect that connection that you do feel drawn to. You can respect your father, you can respect your mother earth, you can do all these things, and you'll feel guided, once you have that good working relationship, that two-way street. Like you can talk to a creator like any other person.
Like
You can
he's your
say,
friend.
yeah, what's up, bro? How can I bless you today? And then so like you can do whatever you want, just whatever connections that feel strongest. And I think us teaching our kids that, like, expose them to other ways, just so
Yeah,
that way
every
they
religion.
can learn, they can, like, because I feel like a lot of them are in silos, right? So they think everybody outside their silo is against them.
Yeah,
And as natives, I feel like we've always
we've
understood
explored
it.
every
Yeah,
option.
we've understood that there's other beliefs out there. We understand that we can still be in this together, we can still harmonize, we can still come together in a good way, and still break bread. You can do anything. And I think a lot of us have lost that. And so hopefully, us accepting that, we do have a father and a mother in a spiritual sense, we can, find that common ground with others that have uh, their own versions of their father and their mother, but still
Hmm.
do good in the communities and do good to each other, with each other, anything. Um, and just us as vessels, all we do is just try to be of service. Um, and then, it's just kind of whatever he puts on your mind that day is like how you can touch other people and influence how they experience life, and then how
Definitely.
they experience the unseen world. Um, yeah, that's all I got. I'm sleepy.
Do we have any comments?
Nothing new.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, that was a great. I like today's meditation. It's there's so many different variables.
Mhm.
Like that was just my share. And that's why I like talking circles and meetings, and because you get so many different perspectives.
Mhm.
And I think that's important because you may not even believe anything that's coming out of my mouth. But if you see me in action, like that's probably, don't, it's not what I say, it's what I do.
Mhm.
So I like thinking just the thought of today's meditation and how I interpret that. So, it's I like how how we see it from two different sides,
Mhm.
but the same side. We're on the same side, but we see it. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds very two-sided.
Yeah,
though.
man.
It's not like two.
We see a
it's not like
sphere,
bunch of
but on
sides.
the corner
There's
of
a
the sphere,
side, and then there's another side,
and then we see it.
and then
But you know,
Yeah, you know what
you're
I'm
on
talking
one
about.
corner.
what I'm
I'm
saying.
on the other.
Yeah, we see the corners of a circle.
they're there.
Yeah.
I know you see them.
Well, we also did a couple of good episodes while we were in Portland.
Mhm.
Shout out to AJ. My sister AJ, my bro. Heights. Dominique. It was great seeing them, seeing my family. Sunday, Toya, my sister Toya, man. Always love seeing family, Blakely, James, Bryce, and then I ran into my bro Albert Tipman. Man, I love running. Man, I don't know, man. Like me and Albert have the same eye thing going on. Connected, and nobody, like he can tell me something and I know exactly what he means. You know what I mean? There's nobody else that I can really, besides Wesley Paul, like
Soon we're gonna have a whole head
Well,
staff lineup
plus Ron,
of everybody that
Ron,
have these.
yeah. Ron understands what I'm going through,
Yeah.
So I
Ron's
mean,
like, I'm right here.
Yeah,
yeah, and it's just, I had a great time this past, from last Wednesday until Sunday.
Mhm.
Man, if I think every native should have a chance to experience what they got going on at All Addictions Conference.
Yeah.
I don't know where next year is going to be, but I mean, one of these times they got to have it here.
I've
You would
heard
think, you would
rumors
think.
of San
I
Diego.
mean, yeah, there's quite a few tribes here. And Oklahoma isn't that big. We're not
Mm.
that spread
Just
out.
gotta find a good venue.
I know that would be the.
The hard part, they're all casinos.
I know, right?
Yes.
I mean, the only venue that could probably do that is maybe. I mean, there's the Oklahoma City Convention Center, of
Yeah,
course.
the
now, but
Embassy Suites.
The Omni.
yeah.
and the-
I mean, yeah, or the one in Norman. That would be a good one too, especially for the size. If it's the same size like we just had, like it would be good. But if you have it here, there's probably going to be twice the amount of.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
it'd
you
be
need it
even
big.
bigger.
Mhm.
So
A lot of well-brided groups here.
yeah, I asked, and they said they're thinking about San Diego. I don't think they've made a decision yet. And,
Yeah, I don't
and they're
think-
thinking about maybe having it back up that way again. Cassandra said they're talking about trying to get a group together. I mean, some kind of event together where they have 100 drums there. So, like that's something they're trying to work on. I was like, man, that'd be
We
pretty
can
amazing.
we can do 100 hand drums easy.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So that'd be 100 songs.
Mhm. Grand
Or-
entry.
or dance every one of
Yeah, yeah.
One session.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Be perfect.
I'd love to hear all the names.
Yeah.
Thunder Express.
But
Yeah.
we got to go up there and do our thing. We got to go up there and gourd dance twice. Kind of show, because I don't think they know what gourd dancing is up there. So that was pretty cool. The highlight of that powwow for me was when they sang that river song. When the guy had the bell And not only were all the adults singing, but all the kids were singing too. And they were all doing their hand like that, and I wanted to record, but I also wanted to be respectful. So, like
So you
I
let David record?
Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead, get it for
Yeah,
us.
get it. Come on, you're taller.
Send it to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way up
You're
there.
bigger.
If you try to do it, it'd be the back of somebody's head.
Yeah. So, that was a cool experience. Yeah, I mean, it was, like you get your cup filled.
Mhm.
I can honestly say when you're there, you get your cup filled. And it's just like a family reunion.
Mhm.
And it was only my second one, but I mean, you meet so many great people the first time. I didn't even get, there's a few people that I didn't get to see, but I mean, I can't see anyways. So, I don't think a lot of them know kind of, I don't know if they thought I was acting stink or,
Probably.
that's
Yeah, they're
usually,
like, oh, he's on a podcast. He's
everyone
too big for
sees
us now.
that. Even my own family here in El Reno think that. I got, and then somebody has to tell them, yeah, I seen Uncle Barry. Is he mad at me? No, he can't see. What? You know what I mean? And they were like, oh, Uncle, I thought you was mad at me. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah, you say, yeah, come up with a reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's my $5? Nah.
I'm still looking for my charger.
Yeah. But a lot going on, Well, it's been a busy.
It's always busy now, it seems like.
We had a good camp today.
104
in
people.
Oklahoma City. 104 people were serviced.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Serviced.
Yeah, Barry's worn out.
Yeah. Sore.
We offered him up.
yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow in Oklahoma City, what's the address?
Oh, something. 4400 Southwest 21st. I have no idea if
4400
that's right.
Southwest 21st.
Yeah, the Tribal Resource Center
in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, so we'll have our first Oklahoma City talking circle.
Talking circle
at
in
noon.
Oklahoma City at noon. Are you looking up the address, Senor?
Nice. He's on TikTok.
But
I'm answering questions about our dam.
But yeah, and so we'll probably do, or the flyers on our Facebook page. So if you guys want to check out our Facebook page, and then our updated meeting flyer, we moved our Monday, which was Mending Mondays, we changed it to a regular talking circle just to see if more people needed that. And we want to see that circle grow some more, and then we'll figure out if they want an actual curriculum, you know what I mean, or if they want to keep it just talking circle. And then yeah, our Wednesday is added. Barry's getting the address right
what
now.
does it say?
Oh my. It is 4400 Southwest 21st Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma at 12.
So which street
noon.
is that off of?
21st.
No. Meridian?
Meridian.
Southwest 21st and Meridian?
Mhm.
Southwest 21st and Meridian. That's where we will be. 4400 Southwest 21st. So that's where we will be having our first Oklahoma City talking circle
Mhm.
at noon. So come and check us out. I believe we'll probably have a guest. She'll be in.
Who?
As far as I know, the lady from Natsu.
Oh. Here, I was thinking a celebrity or something. Who's coming?
She is famous.
Oh.
She does the head thing at. Yeah. She does like massages your head or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant like
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah, checking for life.
Yeah. Head check. She's world
Tomorrow.
renowned.
Yeah.
World
Oh,
renowned.
yeah, head check
She
tomorrow.
can just look at you.
Yeah, and tell if
She
you have
can
lights
just
or
look
not.
at you and tell.
Already starts putting
I
mayonnaise
avoided
in your
eye
head.
contact the whole
Just shut the
time.
door, like,
Yeah.
Covered one eye. Just,
Yeah.
you can't come in. You can't come in. You're good.
Yeah.
We
You
got-
just sit there.
Yeah, we gotta tell Mingo that because he's gonna get nervous. What?
But I got yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's all I really got.
Mingo did win up there.
Yeah, Mingo did win. Yes. Mingo did a great job, man. That I think he kind of got a little emotional, like it was a big deal. I mean,
Because he wasn't first in his heart.
yeah, because he wasn't local. and he went out there and man, he showed out.
Oh, yeah.
Showed up and
He
showed
was
out.
dancing for them antes.
Yeah, he was definitely,
Had a whole
doing
cheer
his
group?
thing.
There was a whole group of them.
I mean, it just
That's what he gets for being.
adds to his
Yeah, chicken
lore.
dancing. I know it's working.
Yeah, I was real proud of him. Super proud of him. Like the smile on his face. That said it all. And it was great. He. Like I can't wait to see how that powwow grows.
Mhm.
He was all sad because he couldn't take his blanket. He was like,
Yeah.
I can't fit it in my
Like give
suit."
it to
I
Angel.
was like, just give it to Angel. He's a college kid. Okay.
What kind of blanket was it?
It was just like
a-
one of the
like a
one
throw?
in the
yeah, and like a
Oh,
like
yeah,
the-
yeah, yeah,
native
yeah.
blanket. Yeah.
yeah, and like the plastic.
Should have told him buy another suitcase. Put it in there.
Buy another
Go to Ross.
he was
But
all
yeah,
sad.
it was cool, man. I really enjoyed myself. I'm definitely blessed.
Mhm.
Definitely blessed to be a part of that community. And it's a great community to be a part of. Not only do you see that we're not the only tribes struggling,
Yeah.
and that we're all looking for a solution, and it's part of that healthy forest. So I mean, I appreciate Kateri and Tess and all of the whole White Bison staff. From the top all the way to the bottom. They're all doing amazing work, and I just want to say thank you and congratulate you on having a successful conference. And I'm already looking forward to next year if I get to go. You know, son,
Listen,
son.
I can't be a wizard all the time. I mean,
I'm hoping by
Creators
then.
yeah,
will.
yeah.
Creators will.
Creators will, and there's a whole lot of things. But yeah, I was really impressed by the way that, like, now that I know these people, I'm impressed by the way that they all come together.
Mhm.
And I like the safe camp ideal. Maybe that's something we can incorporate around here. Like there's just so many different variables that come into play when you think about the thing. Not only do they just want it for them, but they want it for everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's a great they set a great example to follow. So
Everybody, turn your tour ears off, and we can talk. Like, because I would like for Rest Covery to be a part, like way more involved in something like that.
oh yeah,
Especially if they
Mhm.
come down here, I would like for us to be involved in like the powwow and things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it was just like I felt like there was a lot of opportunities for us to be able to be involved, like way more involved in things like that. And I think that's kind of what we're building our group for. So it was fun to see it and to see like the safe camp thing and to see their ideas and things trying to come to fruition. Um, just for us to be able to kind of step up and be more part of that organized, you know, conference
Mhm.
and
yeah,
to see how everybody kind of reacted to the different ways they were doing things. And that's why I liked Albert being there and how he kind of broke it down on how everything was going.
hmm
So it was, I just seen opportunities everywhere for us to be able to try to grow and for us to be a part of different things. So
I think a good way towards that, and I don't think that I hope I'm not sounding out of pocket, but sponsorship, like that's
yeah, because that was one of the things I thought about too, is because they only had two
two. Yeah, you only seen
sponsors.
two organizations on there
And I was like,
sponsor.
man, I'm only one person, but that was something I was going to try to bring back for us to try to talk about is trying to be involved, even if it, just
Just a
I'll-
small
yeah,
part,
just a small
I'll
part.
throw $5.
y'all heard it here.
Not everybody, but I want to be on the flyer though. Really small font. Yeah.
Just his
Yeah.
picture,
Yeah. He threw $5 in quarters at us.
his Navy picture at that.
Yeah, but like it's just we'll just throw the ideal around,
Yeah.
speak it into
Fruition.
fruition. So I can't ever say that word
Yeah, you said fruition
without
earlier.
you.
Without
somebody
you.
said
fruition. Oh,
I sure miss Darian.
Sure do glad I got a son like you.
yeah.
Bubs.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But
Couldn't have
if you-
done it without
But if you bring up that man again, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah. How many?
Yeah, stop talking about your mom's ex.
How many Ricks?
I'll get a phone call on the way home.
If those Rick guys come back again,
Well, that's all I really got.
all right.
Well,
Yeah.
it's great to be back. Like, share, follow. Tell your mammy about us, and we will see you tomorrow. I hope.